And there we are. We are live.
Yes,
Yay.
good morning, everybody.
Good morning. How's everybody this morning? Welcome to Me Moments in the Morning with Mountain Spirit and Slay with Trey. Today is a hump day.
Yes,
Hump
yes.
day Wednesday.
I love hump days.
Yes. Yes. And as we continue this conversation about the moon, I, I thought that was something great that you brought up this morning. What type of moon are we in right now?
Okay, so now you remember the last moon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was it? You
The
remember it?
last, okay, waxing. The last thing I remember us talking about was a
Yes,
waxing gibbous.
it was a waxing gibbous, right?
Yes,
Then we went into the full moon.
yes.
So now the full moon is getting smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Because the gibbous was the moon getting bigger towards the full moon. So now that the moon has reached its climatic point where it's given its full illumination, now the illuminated side begins to get smaller, and that's the crescent moon. That's when it goes away from being a circle to becoming just a crescent. And so this is now the waning crescent.
The
So the
waning.
crescent, right, is getting smaller, and
Okay.
that's the moon that we use to get our thoughts together, like to reaffirm them, reconfirm them. Even if you had the thoughts before, this is like people who are praying for something.
Mhm.
Reconstruct that prayer. You know who
Okay.
you're praying for, right? So reconstruct that, whatever it is, whatever you're manifesting, put it into a new thought. For it could be the same thought, but give it new form, give it new breath during this
Give
moment.
it some love. Give it
Yes,
some love.
give it some
Yes.
love. Give it
Mhm.
some love. Reconstruct it, make it sound, nicer, prettier, softer, truer, lighter, whatever you have to do. And so this is the time where the moon gives you the energy to or complements your energy rather
Mhm.
to bring you towards the manifestation. And so we have to have our intentions together,
Yes.
right? So you get your thoughts wrapped up with your intentions, and then you set that moon free.
Yes. I love that. You set that moon free.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
be bothering the moon. Don't be
right.
asking it like, where's my thing? Where's what I asked for? You said it's gonna be here 20. No, don't do that. Just
Right.
go
Give
with
it give it on up. Give it on up to the moon and let it
release the
do its
moon.
thing.
Release the moon and let the ancestors take it from there.
Yeah.
You've done your bit, right? Your bit is to desire it, think it,
Mhm.
desire it,
Mhm.
and intend it.
Yeah.
So and then we have to mind our business after that.
Mind your business. We're back to that. I love it. So I can say that as we're being more mindful of the moon, even for myself right now, there's a different type of feeling going on. There's a different type of feeling in the atmosphere, and so I feel that energy, that even if it's even a desire to kind of step into and be more intentional right now. So I'm loving that. I'm
Yeah.
loving. Hey, Alessandra. Hey, Belinda. Good morning, goddesses. Welcome to the show.
Oh, the
So,
girls are here. Hello,
girls are here.
girls.
The girls are here.
Hello, goddesses.
Yes. Thank you for helping us with Hump Day.
You
Hump Day.
got to get up early to slay. I'm telling you. You
You do.
you
You
can't
do, really. Don't
you can't
sleep
be
on.
rolling off the bed and slaying.
Well, you could because you're a goddess, but
True, true. But we got to set an example.
That's right. That's right. So, ladies, tell us how you are feeling about the moon and this whole conversation. Let us know in the chat what you what you're thinking. Let's see. I got to keep some glasses by my desk.
Me
That would
too.
just make
Me
sense.
too. Because I'm like, who said what?
Who is this? Who is this? Love the intention to get our thoughts together. Yeah. Thank you, Belinda. Thank you, Belinda. Mom says Grand Rising. Grand Rising, Auntie.
Mark.
Oh, so that's Alessandra. Um, but yes, we've been doing a lot of work on the sleigh ground as far as being grateful and talking about what our intentions are each day, and then affirming those things. But I would love to see us deep dive into that, right? Like we've been doing the work. We've been up here doing skimming the surface of it, but it goes so much deeper than we even realize. So I would love to see us take be intentional. Let's be intentional. It's December 1st, y'all, 12/1/21.
Right. Yeah.
So let's be intentional about where we are now and where we see ourselves a month from now, a year from now. How can we step in and be more intentional about doing that? This morning, this was not my plan, but one of the books, excuse
Love
me.
that cover.
I love this cover. I love the colors in it and everything. It just spoke to me when I was designing it. But this is her, let me come this way. This is her divine femininity. And this one is 30 days, just 30 days of messages, 30 days of space to write your thoughts, your reflections, and to actually be intentional. So, what's your affirmation and what is your intention for the day? Now, I hadn't planned on bringing this out, but I'm bringing it up now because it's just the perfect day to do it.
Yeah.
It's December 1st. So if you already have the journal, definitely pull it out and let's work our way through it. We can work our way through this over the next 31 days and just be super focused and intentional about what it is that we say we want.
And
Mhm.
speaking of the moon, right? It's the first of December, just tacking it on to this moon and going from this moon until when the moon is again
Yeah.
in in this same crescent mode. Um,
Hmm.
and then measure it like that. Even with natural medicine, we do everything in lunar cycles.
Yeah.
It's so used to like the taking a pill and like in a couple of hours or 5 minutes or whatever. But in nature, the moon is everything.
Yeah.
Those are our minutes, our hours, our moments, our days, our months.
Hmm.
So, and there we are trying to exist without it.
Because we know better, right? We
Yeah, but
think.
it's good to, yeah, we think we know better.
Mhm.
To attach our targets, right? Our thoughts and intentions and targets, to hitch them onto a moon phase, a
Mhm.
particular moon, to either to a full moon, to a crescent moon, or a gibbous moon, whatever the energy is you want to push.
Yeah.
Your book has my colors, though. Hold it up
I
again.
know, right? I know. Look,
Yeah, those
I
are
love your colors. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just love them. I love them.
Thank you. I want me one. I want me one.
Yeah. We just got to order more. That's all. We just have to order
Okay.
more. And
And I'm
don't
so far away.
different ones. That's all right. They travel. Books travel.
Okay.
They travel. All right. Let's see where we are this morning. All right. Love the intention to thoughts.
Oh, I want to point out that people have been registering for the Mountain Spirit Wellness community
Oh,
and been
nice.
getting inquiries. So I just want to give a shout out to everyone there who's looking into us. Thank you so much for considering it. And
Yes.
just free to register to the community. This way you get, notices of everything that we're putting out, especially the retreat, which is my intention. That's
Yes.
that's a thought that I'm working on. That's like my personal thing here, to intend that light body color retreat to Belize.
I can't wait for that. I think that's going to be very just powerful.
Mhm.
First of all, feeding the light body. Can you talk a little bit about your class? Because it's
Oh,
and I'm
yeah,
definitely part of, and I think that as we are shifting and being intentional, like now is one of the perfect times to start doing that.
yeah. No, I agree. Um, the 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 light body, I'm going to talk a little bit about it, but I just wanted to say that going on the when you join the Mountain Spirit Wellness community, you can go on the site and read the descriptors and the blurb, so you can go in there and educate yourself. All of that is it's an open garden for you. But the
Mhm.
light body is basically rests on the premise that we are these spiritual beings having this human experience with and the spiritual being is a seven layered light body. That is what comes together as a result of the spark of the life force and the physical body. The third component is this light body, which in some traditions is it's called the aura or the chakras, the seven rivers, the human rainbow. There, your hues. This is where we get hue man, because it's a hue
Mhm.
span of these seven colors that are visible to our spectrum, plus the physical body, the carnal, the meat part, right?
Yeah.
So while we are incarnated, or while this union is taking place, this temporary union, which we call our lifespan, our goal or mission is to feed that light body, because the light body has all of the intelligence, all of the coded intelligence that our human body needs to exist in harmony on this earth. So
Mhm.
any wisdom we want to tap into, all the psychic senses are in the light body, they're fed by the light body. So once we understand how, first of all, accept that it exists, right? Understand the workings of it, which is what the course does. Is it shows you the scientific proof, as proofful as we can get, with the existence of this light body and the different uh, the effects of what we do on the light body, so that when we know what harms our light body, what feeds our light body, what nurtures our light body, then we can choose more wisely
Yeah.
how we conduct our lives. And in this case, the premise, the primary part of the course is what we consume. The colors, starting with the colors in nature and feeding those colors into our being, whether it be externally, like my violet plant back here, right? Which is a living thing, but also the orange and yellow and red of my clothing is also nurturing to the light body. Although it's in my clothes, it's still reverberating light frequency. So we
Yeah.
feed the light body with the light frequency that exists in our environment, as well as the light frequency that is trapped in the beings of plants and crystals and the different elements of the earth. So the course is basically learning the magic of how feeding the light body works. And if, in a nutshell, it's a course in self healing.
Yeah.
It's in self healing, not just your physical body, but if you have any of the psychic senses, you will learn through feeding the light body how to nurture each one of your psychic senses, and bring them into a place where you can integrate them into your lives.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying the course very much. I enjoy it. So come on the site and read about it.
Excuse me. I did put the link up so you can take a look at feeding the light body. There are all kinds of different courses that are also over there. Let's see. There's a couple more comments
The
here.
writing courses, which is really important when you're doing self work, writing your own story. I mean, knowing your own story, right? Because,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, we are this physical being having this spiritual experience. So that looking inwards begins with that writing, that autobiographical space, right?
Mhm.
Just keeping a journal is kind of an autobiography. So, you tell us about your
It
writing
really
course,
is.
Tracy?
It really is. Well,
Yeah.
there's a couple up there, but right now, WRITE now, right now, it's one of those courses that something that's short and simple and just kind of helps you get out of your own way. A lot of times, I think that we don't get moving with writing because of all of these fears and all of these different hangups that we've put on ourselves over the years. We've just done it. Oh, I was never good at English. Oh, I'm not a good writer. But you're a great storyteller. And there's something to be said about telling your story and
Mhm.
allowing your story to unfold as you go. So definitely, and that's a it's like I said, that one is really short, simple, to the point. We talk a lot about just busting down some of those myths and the dumb stuff around writing. You know, a lot of us get caught up in well, I never know which words to use, I never know which stories to tell, but there are many. So definitely I would love to see people just kind of step out of your comfort zone, do yourself a favor and get yourself that, and get it as a gift for someone else, because that way
Christmas.
you're not alone, right? You're not alone when you're taking this step, like, oh my god. And you know, people come into or into the slay ground, and they're always like, you want me to write a what? You want me to write? Yes, I do. I want you to write. I want you to start taking those steps. And all of the courses, the jams, the journaling about me, there are many of those. I think there are 4 different versions of that now available to you right now. And then her story is my story. Just start, you know, stepping up and telling your story. Once you start doing that, there's a dynamic, that there's this shift that occurs, and you actually start to change the narrative of your own life. So I would love to see you all take one, take all of them. I don't know, but they're all great courses.
Well, you can take them on your own time. Yeah.
And in your own time. Exactly. Exactly. There's no rush, there's no hurry to get through any of them. Let's see.
And, and we're available for whatever questions you have while you're taking the course.
Definitely,
Oh, you
definitely.
see Belinda's question?
Yeah, there she is. I'm like, I know I saw a question in here. How do I register, and can you put in a link?
Well,
Yes,
do
I.
the first one. Do the first. You want to know if it was just for men? I mean, if men
Oh
could
wait,
take
I
it.
missed the question.
No,
I missed it.
let me. It's the courses are for the human spirit experience. It's not for the gender. It's for it's it's soul work. So yes, of course, men can take it. All genders can take it. All
Yeah,
genders can take all the courses.
and
There,
should, really,
there
and
was
really should. It and in a lot of the spaces that we're in, we just tend to attract women and talk to women, you know, more. But yeah, everybody should be able to, feeding the light body. This is your light body. This is your experience. Writing your own truth. This is truly your experience. So yes, men definitely can take the course. Let me post again. There is the link, and it is in the chat on both Facebook as well as YouTube.
was there
Um,
another question? Did I miss something?
I was going back through. I don't think so. Can men do the course? And then how do I register? How do I register? That was the only
Oh,
other one up. And yeah, so the link is definitely there and available to you. All right. Any final thoughts from anyone either in the chat or Mountain Spirit? Any final thoughts before we go this morning? Okay.
it's a quiet, thoughtful day. It's an
It
introspection,
is.
thoughtful day. Everybody got to be tending to their own thoughts and
Right.
formulating them and putting them together so the spirit can understand what it is you're trying to say
What is
and what you're trying to manifest. Yeah.
it? Exactly. Exactly. So, of course, I have something that I'd like to share from the Slay Bible today. I have a few things coming up from I Am Her that I want to share too, but
Great.
this piece just kind of stood out for me this morning. And if for those of you who are reading along, I am on page 151 of the Slay Bible. Mm. And I'll have my glasses tomorrow. I'm finding my glasses today. All right. So I got to tell you, I'm not usually a fanatical fan, but when it came to Prince, it was a different story for me. I identified with him on multiple levels, from his creativity to his love for music and life. And when I saw him and those he surrounded himself with were a reflection of me or the idea of what I could become, I admired his abilities to cultivate his gifts and to present them to the world. So, looking back, I would say he represented the beginning of my knowing that there's something greater within me, within you, within all of us, something that we can live from if we allow it. But we have to encapsulate it without any qualms, equivocations, or hesitations. You have to believe it is possible to live, learn, lead, and love to the fullest extent imaginable in everything you say, think, feel, and do. And as children, this is just something we know and live by naturally. The vision of the young girl as a superhero is now stuck in my head. As I envisioned her, I envisioned how much courage, strength, and tenacity it took for me to do the things I wanted to do. I did not have a perfect childhood by any stretch of the imagination, but I did everything my heart led me to do. Everything I put my mind to. I danced, I cheered, I modeled, I acted, I wrote. And isn't that how we are as children? I mean, think about it. As children, certain things were kind of second nature to us. We loved easily, we learned quickly, we imagineered whatever we wanted and created it. And as kids, we set our intentions and we manifested just as easily. There was no limit to the ideas we came up with. And we did not just accept what was handed to us. But anymore, though, I think that's something that we do. But can we just like rewind just a little bit and pull a little bit of that piece forward, of that just knowing that, you know, I can have it because it's something that I intended, it's something that I asked for, and I am a goddess. So I'm deserving of it. All right. And that's my message for today. If you
Yes.
intend it, intend it. All right. All right. Then I think we are complete this morning, goddesses.
I'm complete.
Thank you all so much for joining us. If you are able, definitely come on over to Clubhouse because we are heading over there to actually get into this gratitude, intention, and affirmation of the day. Let me see if I have the link here real quick because I'll share that. Any final thoughts from the audience? All right, let's see.
So we can all go do goddessly things.
Goddessly things. Have to do some goddessly
You have
things.
to practice. God, being a goddess takes practice.
It does.
We have to practice every day.
All right, here, let's see. I think this is our link. Excuse me. This is link here. Nope, that's the courses. Oh,
Oh,
God.
Alice, we're gonna get you some glasses.
We don't get glasses this
That
week.
nerd strap around your neck. To hold your glasses.
With the big ones here. There we are. All right. See, I can get it together when I just slow down just a little bit. So there's
Yay.
the link for Clubhouse. Definitely come on over and join us this morning if you can. And again, with that, we are complete. Thank you so much for joining us for Me Moments in the Morning. We love you all, and we'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow. Bye. Mwah.
Bye bye.